Hello everyone. Today we are going to study phrasal verbs. Okay, so yeah, I thought like the best way to introduce phrasal verbs would be to talk about our morning routines. So let's talk about one case. Okay, the alarm goes off at 7 o'clock. I wake up and turn off the alarm. I get up quickly and go downstairs. I put on the coffee. I go back upstairs and have a shower. I sing a song in the shower. I put on my clothes. When I come downstairs again, I have my first cup of coffee. Then I have some toast and a second cup of coffee. I wash my cup and tidy up the kitchen. I take my bag and set off to work. It's 8 a.m. I lock up the house before I go. Sometimes I run to catch the bus. I get on the bus and go for 3 or 4 stops. Then I get off the bus. I go into work and say good morning to my first class. It's 8:45 a.m. Okay. What can you remember from the text? Well, at least if you can, remember that the text was about my morning routine. That's great. What time does Tom get up? Well, in the text, Tom gets up at 7 o'clock, right? Good. Then what does Tom do after he wakes up? When he wakes up, he gets up and so on and so forth. And so forth, yes. Okay. Let's extract all the verbs in the text. Yeah, we have a list of verbs, yes. As you can see, we have a lot of verbs. We'll see them in the next slide. Okay, I managed to write them. Yes, here we go. This is a list of verbs. To go off, wake up, turn off, get up, put on, go back, have, sing, put on, come, have, wash, tidy up, take, set off, look up, go, run, catch, get on, go, get off, go, say, is. Yeah, these are the verbs the text included. So we have the verb go and go back. What's the difference between go and go back? Let's find out. Go is the verb. In go back, the verb is go, and back is a preposition. These are phrasal verbs. Let's see the definition. What are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are verbs that are composed of two words or more, a verb plus preposition or adverb. Examples would include stand up, go out, sit down, speak up, and slow down. Let's study the following sentences. Tom gets off the bus. Tom gets the bus off. What's the difference? The second one is incorrect. We will see why. So, the verb get off plus object. But we cannot separate get from off. We cannot say Tom gets the bus. No, this is incorrect. Okay, the second one, the second form is incorrect. These are called inseparable phrasal verbs. It means we cannot separate them. So, what are inseparable phrasal verbs? Inseparable phrasal verbs are phrasal verbs in which the verb cannot be separated from the preposition. Examples include get off, run into, run away. Okay? Let's study the following sentences. Ahmed puts on his jacket. Ahmed puts his jacket on. Put on plus object or put plus object plus on. Both of them are correct. Okay, yes, another example would be like Sarah turns off the light. Sarah turns the light off. It's the same. Both of them are correct. Turn off plus object or turn plus object plus off. They are correct. These are called separable phrasal verbs. So what are separable phrasal verbs? Separable phrasal verbs are phrasal verbs in which the verb can be separated from the preposition by an object. For example, turn down, write down, take off, and so on. Phrasal verbs are verbs that are composed of two words or more. A verb plus preposition or adverb. This is the form. A verb plus preposition or adverb. Sometimes we call preposition or adverb particle. For example, stand up, go out, sit down, speak up, and slow down. Phrasal verbs are two types, inseparable and Separable. Inseparable phrasal verbs are phrasal verbs in which the verb cannot be separated from the preposition. Examples would include get off, run into, run away. Okay? Separable phrasal verbs are phrasal verbs in which the verb can be separated from the preposition by an object. For example, turn down, write down, jot down, take off, put on. Okay? Here we have a list of phrasal verbs with their their meanings and examples. To go off, it means to start to ring loudly or make a noise. For example, the school bell goes off at 8 a.m. To wake up, it means to stop sleeping. I wake up at 6 a.m. To get up, it means to stand up after sitting or lying. For example, the class got up when the teacher came in. Turn off, it means to stop a machine, electricity from working. For example, turn off the TV, turn off the music. Okay? Put on, it means to wear something. To put on your clothes, put on your jacket, put on your cap. Go back, it means to return to a place. I came back home early. To tidy up, it means to make something look neat and organized. For example, you should tidy up your room. It's not clean. Okay. To set off, it means to start going to a particular direction. For example, I set off to school at 7:30. Lock up, it means to lock something to secure it. Look up the door. Look up the door when you go. All right. Let's practice. So we have some phrasal verbs with their meanings, and we should like match the phrasal verb with its meaning. To hand out, it means to distribute. Okay. To hand in, it means to submit or to give something. To put out, it means to extinguish. To rely on, it means to depend on. To figure out, it means to find a solution. To back up, it means to support or encourage. To break into, it means to enter by force. To put up with, it means to tolerate or bear something. To take off, it means to undress or leave the ground. It has two meanings. For example, take off your jacket, or the plane has just taken off. It means it has just left the ground. To pick out, it means to choose. Let's fill in the blanks with the appropriate phrasal verb. We have 9 sentences. Okay, so mom suggests I put on the new dress. I wake up late when I don't have school. Can I go out when I tidy up my room? Every day I get up at 6 a.m. The fire alarm goes off when someone smokes. We should all turn off our phones before coming to class. Number 7. When do you usually set off to school? After I finish school, I go back home. Sentence number 9. My father locks up the door every night before he sleeps. That's all, guys. So I hope you learn from